YouTube. It's your boy Trev. I'm here today with Sega from the Lunatics Token. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to keep this quick because what is it, like 10 o'clock at night where you are?
Yeah, exactly.
But before we get to all that, I got to congratulate you guys because this thing's killing it, right?
It's amazing. Amazing.
Pre-sale. What was your soft cap on the pre-sale?
Well, the soft cap for us to creep over and at least and get the launch going was 100 BNB. That's what
100 BNB, right?
Yeah.
You 10x'd that.
Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
We ended up on 1,090.
Oh my goodness. Almost 1,100. That's crazy. Now I remember you saying in the last interview that we had, you were saying, 100, I think you fully expected to get the 100. But if you got 500, I think you would have been thrilled, right?
Yeah, we were.
So you blew it out.
Yeah, amazing. Just like exceeded all expectations, but yeah.
And and that is with a lot of people, never having dealt with pink sale before. So trying to figure things out, I get it wasn't really that easy and that straightforward, but even with all that, killed the pre-sale. Congratulations, beautiful. Today was a launch, right?
Correct, yeah.
How we doing?
So, I think we're creeping up to like a 2x. I think we opened up at like 830k. I think we're up to like 1.4 million now. The chart is just green, and it's in a couple of small like cells and what have you. But yeah, you can see it there. I mean, in a market like this right now, to look at a chart like that, it's amazing. And you can see like we've got healthy liquidity. We've got 724 BNB in the liquidity pool. So that kind of helps like big investors. They look at the strength of the pool before they throw their money in. And we've had some like 40 BNB buys and stuff like that. Some crazy stuff going on. And it's just a really stable chart. It's amazing. I mean, I've totally blown us out.
I think they call this bullish.
Yeah, I think that is the word for sure.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. So congratulations on that too. Go ahead.
So
63 investors in the private sale, starting off with 100 billion supply. Of that 63 investors, what percentage or what number of that supply does that represent?
Right. So allocated for the private sale was 20% of the supply.
20%. Okay.
Okay, right. Which is quite normal in a private sale.
Can you, in simple terms, can you explain to everybody exactly what you mean by vested, by these guys being vested?
So in crypto, when you invest in a project in a private sale, you may be asked to vest your tokens. And in crypto, what that means is you're agreeing not to receive your tokens all at once and to receive them over a period of time. So because obviously you gain an advantage of investing in the private sale because you have the opportunity to be multiple X's up before the launch. Obviously, when the starting market caps, just like you invest in any company, like in an IPO, by the time it reaches the public, there's many people that have invested to get that company off the ground. Yeah. So, but in crypto, it just basically means you're agreeing to receive your tokens over a period of time rather than getting it all at once. Because what that kind of does, it kind of creates a bit of fear to new investors, whether these people that are already multiple X's up, they'll dump on new investors. But if they're only receiving small amounts of tokens along the way, that gives that kind of confidence that you can invest in, because then private investors are not receiving all their tokens and they're in it for the long haul. So it's just for like a peace of mind for all new investors. So in this scenario, we approached the private investors, and because they were selected and people that we know are going to support the project for the long haul. They were very responsive and came up with this new vesting period, which went way beyond what the community was asking. They've actually agreed. So they've agreed right now to receive their total amount of tokens over 10 installments over 4 months. So, and they haven't even received any tokens before launch. They've agreed to have their first allocation a week after the launch. Okay. And then every fortnight after that to receive 10%. And that's how they will receive the tokens until they receive the tokens. I think the vesting period now is lasting about 4 to 4.5 months. That's what it works out to. At the same time, when they do receive their tokens, just for even more kind of new investor confidence that the private holders are diamond hands, even when they receive their tokens now, they're abiding by selling rules, and they can only sell their tokens on an upward trending chart. So when it's a positive chart,
second green candle, right?
Yep. Green candle, and they can only sell a certain amount of tokens per day. So I mean, they've gone way beyond what anyone even asked them to do, and you know, I can only.
It was. Did I read it right? It was the second green candle on an hour chart,
2 hour,
right?
2 hour chart. 2 hour.
2 hour chart.
Second green candle on a 2 hour chart, and the maximum tokens they can sell is 25 million tokens. And bearing in mind, yesterday when the pre-sale finished, one BNB bought you 32 million tokens. So on pre-sale money, that's less than even that. So they're only allowed to sell 25 million tokens per day.
Yeah, it was.
So when you do
frustrating.
When you do get in, have a look in the pinned messages, and you'll see when I posted what the private holders agreed to do, and see if you see the response from the community. Like, they were shocked, like, wow, they couldn't believe what the actual private holders actually agreed to. So
yeah, because the original tweet that came out talking about the vesting and exactly what the rules were totally different than what we've ended up with. And did it get changed twice? Did you put out two different, like, it changed 2 times right before we ended up with this?
Yeah, because what happened was, obviously, once we surpassed the 100 BNB soft cap, and it happened so quickly. I mean, within minutes, we were at 300 BNB. So I kind of felt that it might be an issue with the community. So I already started the ball rolling with talking to the private holders. And initially, they were instant in saying, yeah, no problem, just change the vesting. So I came up with a quick extension to the vesting, and then posted it. So the community knew we were making efforts to try and, and try and do something about it. And then obviously the pre-sale just kept going and going and going. So the issue just came slightly a bit more, the problem came, So, and obviously the community were asking us, and I said, listen, the private holders are reasonable people. I know we can reach out to them. It might take a bit of time because we're in different time zones, but give me a chance. I'll speak to them, and we'll come back with some kind of medium that everyone can be happy with. And again, like I said, they went beyond what we could ever expect. Yeah,
it's really cool. Right from jump, it's about transparency. It's about doing what's best for the community, and making those steps to gain everybody's trust. Because I mean, let's be honest, we've all seen, these tokens and these different things, and people jump into them and then they end up getting screwed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys have really taken so many steps to make sure that everybody is very confident from getting somebody like Duncan involved to these kind of things. It's step by step. It's to make sure that the community is comfortable, and I'll tell you, right, it's appreciated. I guarantee you, it's appreciated.
I appreciate
it, and it's gonna make things continue to grow. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, even today, I mean, I don't know if you know the space, and if you know, like, some of the big callers. I don't know if you've heard of TrevLad before.
I don't think I have.
Okay, so he's one of the biggest callers in the space, and I mean, to get him to call a project and do it an AMA with him will cost you tens of thousands. Yeah, that's how like he's that big in the space. And he's been helping us because exactly like the kind of, ethos we're trying to portray with the project, the kind of things that we're trying to, make a difference in the space. And I mean, even today, he got in contact with us and offered us a free MA that would normally cost $12,000, and like just to get us on, because he's trying to, help change the space as well. And it's just, I mean, the response has just been mind blowing.
Just to be clear, am I getting 10 grand? 10 grand? Is that what you said I'm getting?
I thought you were paying me.
And that's another thing. So no one has any doubt. Me, Matt, none of us. We're not asking for a dime for this. Exactly. It's all about just getting the information out to everybody. Nothing that you're hearing here right now, or nothing you'll ever hear on our channels, is advising anybody to buy anything, to sell anything, to hold anything.
Yeah.
It's just about getting the information out to you so that you can do your due diligence and make up your own money, your own mind, what you're going to do with your money. But nobody's getting paid for it. We believe in the project. And that's why, you know, anytime these guys need me to jump on, you know, even on a Friday night, even when I haven't had my first drink, you know, I'm here, right?
No, we appreciate all the time.
I appreciate you guys. I really do.